Hello everybody, today is Tuesday, March 27th. You can see my computer clock on the right. Here's the date, the 27th, and the time 4:12 p.m. It's about 12 minutes after the regular session close. On my left is the time and sales for the Emini S&P, which is currently trading at 26.15. So the last couple of videos was out of sync with the time, and the reason for that is when I record the videos and then I go to edit them, I sometimes speed the video up so I can edit it faster, and then I set it back to normal speed when I upload it to YouTube. So apparently in yesterday's video things got out of sync for one reason or another. I'm working on correcting that video. It'll be the same video. I'm just correcting the voiceover. So hopefully I'll try to remember to sync everything and that won't happen again. So I apologize to everybody for my chipmunk sounding videos or the video that was out of sync. Anyway, today was quite a good day for the Autotrader again. We had a slow week last week or week before, and now the Autotrader has come roaring back with lots of winning charts. Today, the big winner of the day was the NASDAQ on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi chart, and this was moderately active today. You can see the trades here as I scroll to the right of the chart. We had some losers and winners, and ultimately culminating in hitting our goal. The trades were spread apart quite a bit because we are using limit orders, and looking at our money management on here, here's the template for this chart, but looking at our money management, we have a limit with a pullback of 8 ticks, so some of these trades were missed. Nevertheless, this long trade was missed, probably didn't get filled on our limit order. This is trading only 2 contracts, so a goal of 2250 on 2 contracts in the NASDAQ is pretty solid. So really nice performance on this chart. Like I said, moderately active, but really not too bad. You can see the equity curve here. Drawdown was fairly minimal, only $400, or again, when we're trading 2 contracts and we have a drawdown of $400, that means it's only $200 per contract. Okay, once again, the Emini S&P on just a regular 1-minute chart has really impressed me because you know, I always found it difficult to get good results on minute-based charts, but this is doing exceptionally well. Here's the trades here. This was not a whole lot of trades, just a few trades really. We came up to a profit of $849. This is only trading 2 contracts, so this is quite a lot for the Emini S&P. And then we had some losers here, and you know, only drew down less than $100. But then we came back strong with this last 3 trades here, catching these swings, and came up to 1950. Our goal on this, I believe, is 2000. As you can see here. So once again, very impressed with this template. I've only been plotting it for a few days, less than a week perhaps, but I think it's hit its goal almost every day, if not every day. It's a limit order with just a 4-tick pullback. So kind of, you know, as I begin to look at this, I could probably improve the money management on this, but I have not messed with my original settings. And when I make my original settings for a chart like this, I pretty much just kind of examine the size of the swings and how much it pulls back from the signal bar. That's how I adjust my limit order. So again, it comes down to, you know, just observing the chart and using a little common sense. Okay, next up is the DAX on a 34-tick line break chart, and here is the template for this chart. But this has a goal of 2000, and we probably hit our goal and had some slippage. That's what I'm guessing here because of how it didn't trade again after that. So anyway, this did pretty good on just 3 trades. Well, actually 4 trades here, and did 1850 on 2 contracts. Okay, the Emini S&P on a regular 5 Renko chart has been very impressive. Haven't been plotting it that long. It's been several weeks now, but this chart has delivered pretty consistently. And again today, this is using a higher time frame filter. Here is our template here, and then our higher time frame filter is a Super Renko 6-tick. And we had 3 trades back to back here, and this brought us up to 1725, and our goal is 1750, so we obviously hit our goal and had 1 tick or 2 tick slippage. So very, very impressed with the performance on the 5 Renko. Okay, again, the crude oil on a 1587 Heikin-Ashi chart. I just never got around to changing it to 1597, which is a Fibonacci number, which is why I use it. But I guess since it's not broke, I'm not going to fix it. But this had an impressive single trade, trading 2 contracts, and our goal on this is 1500. So we had 4 ticks of positive slippage per contract, so a total of 8 ticks positive slippage. Pretty impressive performance here on the crude. Okay, next up is the DAX on an 8 Renko chart, a regular Renko. I previously had this on a 4 Renko and kind of felt that it was a bit too small for the DAX, so I actually went up in size, and we are using a higher time frame filter on this one. It's actually a smaller time frame. I obviously didn't change this, but sometimes that works out because the swing occurs within the other time frame. So we have an Emini chart, a 4 Renko with a 2 Renko as a other time frame, and that can work because you're actually catching the meat of the move. So this did 1500 for the day, and the goal is 1500. Okay, next is the DAX on a 150 tick chart. We've seen this quite a bit. Looks like we had 3 trades here, a winner and then a loser, which only drew us down less than $100, and then a winning trade here that brought us to our goal of 1500. So here's our goal, 1500, and a loss limit of 1000. And this is a limit order with the close of the bar with a pullback of 8 ticks. So pretty good size pullback on this, and you can see how that works pretty well. Okay, here's another Emini S&P 5 Renko chart, and this has different settings. Our higher time frame filter is the Super Renko 6 on this one, and our goal on this is 1025. So this hit its goal and had 1 tick of slippage. And on this one we have fixed targets of 16 and 60 ticks. So the regular 5 Renko on the Emini S&P seeming to do pretty well. Okay, next up is the crude oil on the Precision Renko 8150. This chart has been really good for us. This is using the line break logic, and you can see the trade taken here right after the line break signal, and the pullbacks are ignored because there's no line break signal to go short. So these pullbacks are ignored, and you can see this is another way to filter out noise in the market using the line break logic. So really well placed line break signals right off the open of the session, and then here this one starts trading at the London open, And this was done trading by the time the U.S. market opened, slightly before, but a pretty nice single trade on this, just trading 2 contracts, and hit its goal of 1,000. And here's our goal here, and we're using a limit order with just a pullback of 2 ticks. Okay, next is the crude oil and a Super Renko 6 tick. This is also using our line break logic, and this probably hit our goal of $1,000. And it looks like I could increase my first profit target here. That looks pretty short, not getting the meat of the move. Our first target here is only 12 ticks, so I'm going to change that to 30 ticks. So I've made that change to 30 ticks. Now I'm just going to cut and paste the template, and if I move my mouse outside the configuration panel, I will get this window here, but I'm going to click no because I don't want to refresh the chart, but it's still going to save the template. Okay, next up is the Emini S&P on a Super Renko 4 tick, and this is using a higher time frame filter of a Super Renko 6 tick, and this did really good today. It hit our goal of 750, and looks like we had 1 tick of positive slippage, so really nice trades here. We did draw down about $500 before we came back strong and recovered with these 2 back-to-back winners. Okay, the Emini S&P on a Super Renko 4 tick. This is the template here, and then we had a $1,000 goal. This is using a limit order with a 2 tick pullback, and so this probably hit its goal and had a tick of slippage per contract. Okay, next is the Emini S&P on a Super Renko 6 tick, and this one starts trading, I believe, pre-market on this one, yeah, at 8 o'clock, and this also has a goal of 1,000, trading 2 contracts, and so this probably hit its goal and had a little bit more serious slippage. Okay, next is the Emini S&P on a Super Renko 2 tick. We've seen this chart quite a bit. This has a higher time frame filter of a Super Renko 4 tick, and this has a goal of 750. And so this came just shy of its goal, probably got slipped, and ended up with 700 for the day. So this was kind of up and down here, and then where it finished strong was here on this long run. Okay, next up is the Emini S&P on a Super Renko 2 tick chart, and this is using a higher time frame of Super Renko 6 tick instead of Super Renko 4 tick like the previous chart here that I showed. So the other 2 tick chart is a Super Renko 4 tick higher time frame. This one is a Super Renko 6 tick, and you can kind of see the difference, kind of a smoother background going a longer distance with the higher time frame at 6 ticks. So pretty much the same settings, same goal. This came $100 shy of its goal. Actually, it looks like it hit its goal and then had some slippage at the end. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching today.